Hi, it's Lori from SimplyPlantFood.
And Danielle from SimplyPlantFood.
And today we have a special friend with us. And her name is Marg. And I brought her on because she's got a little story to tell us and about her transitioning. So we're just going to ask her a few questions and have a tea and just chillax. So anyway, the first question I wanted to ask you was, well, let's just start from the beginning, right? Like before I even went vegan or I was vegetarian then vegan, right? Marg was actually, she inspired me because she decided to cut red meat out of her diet. Her and her husband, and they actually felt a lot better and they lost weight and they were looking good and blah blah blah. And then what happened after that? Then you went
Well, we just ate chicken and fish for
chicken and fish, yeah.
just for 5 years, about 5 years.
Yeah.
And then
And you felt better.
Oh, way better. My husband's cholesterol went down.
Yeah, because it was up.
Yeah.
That was the reason why. I knew there was a reason why.
Doctor wanted him on pills, and he changed red meat out, started
Yeah.
exercising, and
Now,
saw a big difference.
Did his cholesterol come down?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after Marg went vegetarian,
Yes.
then you went vegetarian. What made you decide that?
Um.
What was the reason for that one?
Well, because I lost a brother to cancer, so that was a big eye opener for me, and that was my second brother that had passed away in 5 years, so that was a big eye opener. And then
Yeah.
I just decided that if I can go without red meat, I can go without chicken and fish, and it doesn't hurt to try. And if I don't like it, I can always go back to the chicken and fish. So I did vegetarian for about 2.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a real motivator for me too, like in the last couple years, watching my parents go through major heart surgery. So sometimes people around you see stuff happen and you kind of go, I don't want to go down that road, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice having my daughter pick up the back end, and so she doesn't have to go through any of these health problems, right? So anyway, the reason why I brought Marg on today was she does have something that she's had for how many years? 31 years?
31 years. Yep.
Yeah, she's had, well, it's a disease. They call it hypothyroidism. And a lot of people have it. But it's kind of interesting, her story. It all tie in about being a vegan, right? So anyway, she was vegetarian for how many years?
About 2.5 years before I decided to go on the vegan. I did the fast with.
Oh, right, yeah. So
with
was it
Lori.
last year?
Well, it was about, yeah. Well, last year at the beginning of the year, because it was January when I started, so 2016.
Okay, right, yeah. So we decided that she was going to do a 3-week. Was it 3 weeks or 2 weeks that we did it? No, 10 days.
10 days.
10 days. I didn't even last. She
I've
did.
never fasted.
Yeah.
And so I was really nervous about that. So I knew Lori.
Yeah, so we did it together, right? Because
Yeah.
we wanted to get some of this weight off, and I was still vegan, but I was eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating and gaining weight.
And it was Christmas.
And it was Christmas, so we
Yeah.
decided, we needed to get some weight off.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she did like a 10-day smoothie juice
Restart.
A restart. That's
yeah,
what
pretty
it was.
much. Restart, replug in.
And then once I had all the sugar, all the dairy, everything that was out of my diet, that's when I decided to, hey, I'm already there. So
Yeah.
I decided to just stick with it and stay
Yeah.
with the vegan diet, and I did that for probably about 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Okay. Yeah, because it was like January, right? So January, February, March, April, yeah.
yeah.
Because you went on
It
your
was
trip.
it was in the fall. Yeah, it was in
Yeah, you
September.
went on a trip on the fall,
So
yeah.
I was good till September. But as I was going through the transition of red meat to chicken and fish, and then once I did the vegetarian, then I went to the doctor and I had blood work done, and the blood work came back. Everything was lower on the vegetarian diet than it was before eating meat.
Right.
And then my thyroid, was better. My blood pressure was good. My cholesterol was good. Everything, all the numbers came back.
Yeah.
The big concern was, how are you going to get your protein? What are you going to do about iron? What are you going to do about, your B12 and all that? And, I was, at that point I was vegetarian. I wasn't eating any meat. My iron was good. Everything was okay. And then I went from that to vegan.
Were you taking anything for your cholesterol when?
I was never taking anything.
Okay.
No, I've never been on cholesterol pills. Just it's
Right.
apparently when you have a low thyroid, you have a higher cholesterol. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know
They're
why.
kind of hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it does affect a lot of different things in your
Yeah.
body.
It's thyroid is huge because it's the whole endocrine system,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it can wreak havoc on everything,
Mhm.
all your organs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you went. So now we've gone from she's went from the standard American diet or Canadian diet here, right? Standard Canadian diet. Well, North American, I guess. Anyway, standard Canadian diet to a vegetarian diet, and everything's improved. Her cholesterol's improved, her blood pressure's improved, her weight's improved, her
Yeah.
energy levels improved. Everything's gotten a little bit better being a vegetarian. So then we went on to this 10-day restart, just out of fluke, and then she felt so much better. So then she's been vegan, right?
Yeah.
And so here's not the cool thing, but I do remember when she
Here's
said
the
to me,
science.
no, but she said, oh yeah, she did go, oh yes, then she went to see the doctor. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So she went to see the doctor after being vegan for about 6 months.
6 months, and I had blood
Just to
work
see
done.
what her B12 was and everything. And then he's checking her thyroid, right? Because he's a good doctor, right?
Yeah.
So what happened then?
So after I was vegan for 6 months, I couldn't believe the results. He took my blood pressure first off, and my blood pressure before, because my doctor was concerned about my blood pressure because for some reason it was higher. It wasn't out of control, but it was definitely on the concern side. It was running around 139, maybe over 90. No, I think it was maybe 96
So
or
it's-
90.
So
something
we're looking
like
at
that.
borderline high, right?
Yeah.
Risk, cardiac
Especially
risk.
your bottom number, your diastolic
Yeah.
is,
Right.
is very high
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
someone
So-
your age.
Yeah, and I mean it kind of fluctuated. There was other times it was lower. So they always said, well, it could be because you're stressed, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
does that to you. So, but once I went, did the vegan for 6 months, then I went back to the doctor when I got my blood work and everything else. He did my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was like, I don't know, it was a crazy number, like 77 over 55, and I was concerned because
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
never
yeah.
had it like that, and I
So
said, am I
low.
okay? And the doctor's like, well, are you feeling okay? And I said, yeah, I feel good. And then he said, well, if you're feeling okay, then it's clearly it's okay, right?
Yeah,
So when they did my blood pressure, because I would be
Yeah.
you'd be nervous, right?
Right.
And then I had it done a couple of other times at the hospital, and it was low again. Or at another doctor's appointment, it was low again, and so I knew it wasn't just a fluke thing. It was,
Right.
it was,
Yeah,
it was
so-
definitely lower.
We got some good results here. We got a lower blood pressure.
Yeah. My thyroid, however, he did check my thyroid. He had to lower my medication, and it was the lowest it's been in like a long time.
Wow.
So he had to lower my medication, and because I didn't need as much of that. And the goal for me is, because I've been on my thyroid medication for 31 years, and I really want to get off of it. And I've been told that's never going to happen. But this doctor, he said, if you keep going in the right direction, it has happened before, and it could possibly
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
He can't make a guarantee, but
Right.
he definitely didn't give me.
He was open to it, so that's
he was
really
open
nice.
to it.
That's
Yes.
nice.
So, and he was open to the vegan diet. He said
Yeah.
the only thing is you might have to take a supplement once in a
Yep.
while. But again, I had my B12 checked. I had my my iron checked, and even being vegan after 6 months, I wasn't those numbers never dropped. So
Yeah.
I
Which
wasn't,
is amazing.
yeah, like I didn't
Yeah.
have to take a supplement at all. So clearly I was eating what I needed to be eating, getting the nutrients. And
That's
my
awesome.
my cholesterol was lower. So all my numbers
Everything went
dropped.
down.
And then what happened was
So that was 6 months in, and I remember she
Recap.
said, and it was
Recap.
kind of like my daughter because she just went vegan, right? But and I remember Marg saying, "Oh my God, Lori, I'm going on the trip with my family, and they're, everyone's not vegan, and
out
this
east.
is out east, and
Yeah.
it's all about fishing, and I'm
Fish.
with all these people, and it's just that's stress, right? And we all go through it, like, but yeah." So she kind of had that mindset. Yeah, I might be heading back to the other way.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So she went on the trip, and
Yeah. Yeah.
things kind of.
Well, and I did actually, because my brother-in-law is famous for his chowder, so, and of course that's made with dairy and it's made with fish, and
Yep.
I was really nervous, so I said I'm just going to try a little tiny bit because I didn't
Yep.
want to be rude, and
Yeah.
it was good. It
Yeah.
wasn't that
social anxiety, eh?
it
Like,
is.
It's a social.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it didn't taste disgusting to me
Right.
because it was really good, but it's
Yeah.
not what I wanted, and it actually tasted kind of funny in my mouth eating fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then I just basically stuck to, I went back to vegetarian because I had eggs for breakfast. And,
Yep. Then you just
and-
kind of
and
just
I
what
had-
happens, you spiral. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had stuff on my, when I ordered off the menu or if we were
Right.
somewhere. So it kind of went, and then when I came back that was after 2 weeks, and then when I came back, I just went back to vegetarian. So I've been vegetarian since then. That was September of last year,
Yeah, last year, yeah.
2016.
16. Yeah.
And of course my thyroid, again, I had to go get more testing done again because they check it all the time.
Yep.
So I just got my results back. My doctor calls me and says, your thyroid's gone back up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? But I kind of knew because I
Yep.
went away on another trip.
She knew. She actually told me before she left. She goes, I got a feeling that
Yeah.
even, because you can tell in your own body. I don't know, I can't remember when I was young, I had so many other things on my mind, but I think when you get a little older, if you're in tune, well, young people can be in tune. But I just really in tune with what makes me feel good, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I kind of knew, and I went away, and I actually got sick on my trip, which wasn't fun. But
This is her trip to Jamaica.
yeah, I went to Jamaica.
Yeah, just recently.
But it was a beautiful time, and other than I kind of got sick and actually pulled a fever and had to go to bed early one night.
Yeah.
But I knew, and I had no energy, and I knew, and I said, there's something wrong. I think my thyroid's out of whack. I told my family that I was with, I think my thyroid's out of whack. And
Yeah.
anyways, sure enough, my thyroid's out of whack, so I had to go back and get my medication increased, which it made me mad because I was like, I'm working so hard to try to get off the medication.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it just made me really angry, and I was like, okay, this is enough.
Yeah.
So I chose to go back, and I've been doing it now for a couple weeks, about 2 weeks.
When she says go back, she means she's eating vegan again.
I'm vegan again.
Yeah, she's vegan again.
Yeah.
Once you go vegan, you can't go
back.
and I tried. I thought,
Yeah.
well, if vegetarian, at least I'm still not eating
Yeah,
meat, and
exactly,
it was
yeah.
good. But I'll tell you that dairy, I know that dairy is not good for you.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah. And you got to go by your own body, right? You got to go, But there's been a lot of science on that it does help, when you do a plant-based, low-fat, high-carb, low-fat diet, right? Because you're getting nutrient-dense, you're feeding your cells, you're feeding everything, and it just good for your body, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's been a witness to me, like at my work, because I work with different people, and they know, they call me the healthiest person they know.
Yeah, I get that too, right? You eat all that healthy stuff, right?
So they kind of keep an eye on me, so they know everything that's going on in my life, and I mean, they know exactly what I eat for my snacks, and and I was eating my yogurt, and they're like, "Oh, you're not eating yogurt again, eh?" I'm like, "No, I'm back doing the vegan again." Yeah, I feel better. I feel.
Me too. I feel so much better.
Yeah, and my numbers showed it. I mean, clearly
it's working.
It works.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I guess the moral of the story here is we went from, standard American diet to vegetarian to vegan for a while, back to vegetarian or back to vegan, right? So her numbers, we'll show them on the screen once she gets the numbers, how they've improved, just to show you that it really happened, right? We're not just saying this, right?
This is real life.
This is real. This is real stuff. These are real girls with real stuff and real problems and real, real things going on, right? So, but the thing I've always admired about Marg too is she can get organized, right? So that's what'll keep her going, is if that's why, to keep on the vegan path, you gotta have stuff in the fridge, right? And she's been doing that this week, right?
Yeah.
She's had stuff in the fridge and being
That's
prepared.
half the battle.
And
That is
yeah.
half the battle. Is just
And finding the recipes, and that's why we're here. We're trying to give you some recipes to follow to help you out along your journey.
Yeah.
And and the one thing that she told me that she struggled with was the sweet thing, right? Me, it's the chip thing. I miss the chips, right? So you got to find something that'll work, right? So we made her an awesome recipe, which you'll see sometime either before or after this video, a peanut butter cup recipe. So, and she liked it. It was Margie approved.
Yes, it's good.
So anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for joining us for Girls Tea. Tea time. Tea time with
time.
Simply Plant Food.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Keep it simple. Keep it kind. Keep coming back. We love you. Want to help you out on your journey.
Like, subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and comment down below. Let us know. Let us know where you're from, and let us know if you've ever suffered, or if you've had hypothyroidism, and if things have worked for you, and let us know what works for you. Because we've heard some other things, but let us know.